Kathy, what's a state public defender and why do we need one?
So a state public defender is someone who coordinates with the team known as the Public Defender's Office and is in a leadership position to basically run the day-to-day goings-on of the department. So that is everything from coordinating with other government departments such as the executive, the legislature, the DOJ, and of course the judiciary and PD, to managing the hiring processes of attorneys and paralegals, and generally just making sure that the department is on an even keel. I am in essence just another defense attorney, but without me, we technically wouldn't have things like a codified training program and someone to hire and fire people, as it were. But it's important to have because at the end of the day, I make sure that the department is able to provide citizens in the state with a free of service defense in terms of criminal proceedings, as well as representing them in expungements and appeals.
Fantastic. Brother Jeremy, Governor of the state currently, obviously nominated you along with the executive to fill that role. The legislature have voted recently and approved you into that role. We got a quote from Brother Jeremy. A excerpt of that is the executive are excited to see what achievements you'll come up with once in post. Now you are in post, what achievements can we look forward to?
Well, we've got a number of things planned. Often people think of the PDO and DOJ as two completely separate entities, as the enemy of one another, so to speak. And while we are on opposite sides of the bench, we do both have a similar role, which is upholding our clients' wishes. It just so happens that our clients are the public and their clients are the police department. So as part of my role as state public defender, we do want to improve cross-department communications between the two, as well as coordination and just general public relations. So we intend to have mock trials, which is exactly what it sounds like, which is why we have pretend court cases with the PDO and the DOJ acting in various roles with one another, just to get a glimpse from the other side and get a good appreciation for what the other side does. We also intend to basically review our processes for expungements. We are currently dealing with a lot of expungements. It is that time of the year where people are just looking to start anew, really turn over a new leaf, and we love to see that. So we are going to be looking at ways in which we can make that process a little less daunting for our clients, because there is a lot of information that is currently on their plates, and we want to look at ways in which we can simplify that and just try and assist them through that process. Those are just a couple of things that I'm able to talk about. There's a lot more, much more boring stuff that we have to go through, which is solidify things like training. We do have a very robust training program here, which I'm very proud of. But I would love to be able to get some training done for appeals so that we have plenty of trained and competent attorneys to take on the appellate courts, because we have been getting those recently. And yeah, that's probably the top three off the top of my head. But if I have any more that come up in the coming months that are notable and important to the public, you will be the first to know.
Fantastic. Since we're in Vinewood, if those who are illiterate at home can't read, we're in the Public Defender's Office up in Vinewood Hills. We have done 2 interviews so far with a local feline by the name of Charcoal. Now, on our second, with an interview with the former Governor Quinn Marino, we found out that Charcoal's actually addicted to ketamine. Representing the people of the state, should Charcoal be caught with these illicit substances, would she be one of your clients?
That's a very important question. Thank you for asking. The Public Defender's Office is open to all who cannot afford or cannot obtain for any reason private legal representation. So we may need to conduct a means test in order to figure out if Charcoal does or doesn't have the correct threshold of income to be able to hire her own defense attorneys. If not, we would be happy to defend her. You know, it's kind of like Air Bud doctrine. There's no rules that says the PDO can't represent a cat.
Fantastic. If Charcoal ever
literally works.
if Charcoal ever gets caught for her criminal activities, it's safe to know that public defenders will possibly represent her if and when needed. As a final question, you've obviously been what's the term? Deputy State Public Defender, is that correct?
Assistant public defender.
You've been assistant for sort of a sort of fairly lengthy amount of time at the moment before taking up your new role. What's been your favourite and least favourite thing in your previous role?
That's a very difficult question to answer. I can tell you my favourite thing has been, in terms of just assistant, has been once I get access to the command channels in the government email chains, control Fing and searching my name to see what my superiors have been saying about me. My least favourite thing has probably been... I don't know. I like this job a lot. It's hard to think of something that I haven't enjoyed doing here. Maybe push. No, actually, I can't think of anything.
Fantastic. You managed to stump a state public defender.
Yeah,
It's clearly a good question. Or just good interviewing skills. We'll let you guys at home decide that. But thank you very much, Kathy. Best of luck in your new role, and hopefully we won't see you soon in a professional capacity.
Well, maybe not useless news, but if you're live streaming at any point, you'll probably see me or one of my colleagues in court.
We sure will. Take care.
Thanks, Bill. Take it easy.
Mal.